5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence has started.
Liftoff. We have liftoff.
Fido, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go.
The Eagle has landed. We copy you down, Eagle. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And God said, let there be light. And there was light.
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here.
Say again, please.
Oh, Houston, we've had a problem.
And it's been a long way, but we're here. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go.
It might sound corny, but the view is really out of this world.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space. None will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.
Houston, I've got to the moon. Boy, is it big.
Capcom, we're go for powered descent.
Challenger, Houston, your go for PDI.
Okay, Houston, master arm is on. I've got 2 good lights. Fuel is good. We are getting close. 40 feet, going down at 3. And the computer likes it. Very little dust. Stand by for touchdown. Contact. Okay, Houston, the Challenger has landed. Oh, man. As I step off at the surface at Taurus-Littrow, we'd like to dedicate these first steps to all those who made it possible. I'm going to go deploy an ascent. Have at it. We got 3 cores, we got the neutron flux down, and we got 2 heat probes, and an ascent.
Okay, congratulations.
Oh, you won't believe it. Oh, there goes the fender. Caught it with my hammer, and it just popped right off.
Challenger, Houston, we've been working on a fix for the missing fender.
I think it'll stay. I think it'll stay. The fender fix is working so far.
Beautiful.
Look at that crater. Woo. Oh, man, a Chevette. Woo. Hit it on the right side, it'll go this way, maybe. Good eye. Good eye. There you go. There's that man. Man, that's the way to come downhill. Just don't stub your toe. Whee!
We're 2 hours and 46 minutes into this EVA. Jack Schmidt taking a rake sample. Heart rate's running in the 90s.
Boy, I tell you, there just aren't any rocks. There's a couple. Keep going. Yeah, you got about 4 rocks, about 2 inches and smaller.
Okay, let's just get the soil and press on. We'd like to move in within 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay, you got it? Hey, forget the soil. Forget the soil? I want this moving in 3 minutes. So let's go.
No, get the soil, guys. Get the soil. Don't forget the soil. Get the soil.
Yeah, we want it. I'm sorry. I thought you said skip it. Got your bag? Yep. One Scoop Schmidt, they call me. That's good. That's bag 508.
Copy that.
Well, we ought to start moving out of here. Yep, let's go.
The basic major objectives are to follow on to the previous flights, especially Apollo 15 and especially Apollo 16, and try and put together the works and the words and the paragraphs of all of our lunar exploration. We hope that, geologically speaking, we'll be able to uncover rock types and different types of geologic finds that date back from the very beginning of the moon to the present time. And of course, the major objective here scientifically is to be better able to understand our own Earth, our own evolution of life as our Earth knows it, our own environment, and maybe better predict what might happen in the future concerning civilization here on Earth.
Okay, Bob, we're ready. We're rolling.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh my golly, look at that valley.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that something? Man, you talk about a mysterious looking place. Hold on. Woo! Oh boy, that really gives me a strange feeling. Gives me a strange feeling too. Those are not intentional.
I understand.
I'm not sure I got enough guts to make them intentional.
All right.
But we're almost there. And let me tell you, this is quite a rover ride.
It sure sounds like it.
But it's quite a machine, I'll tell you. Right over there, Station 3. Yeah, let me park down here, Jack.
The continued investigation of the sun by looking at the soils on the moon will be enhanced at the Taurus-Littrow site because of the existence of several surfaces that have been exposed to the sun for varying lengths of time. The soil is built up by repetitive impact bombardments, each one of which throws out a little layer of ejecta. And every time it does that, it exposes a new surface to the sun. And these layers build one upon another through time. And of course, cosmic rays, solar wind, are changes in the magnetic field that affect the soils on the moon. And if we don't understand the sun, it's going to be very difficult to understand how to preserve the environment that we now know, because the sun is still the prime force for change in the environment we have to deal with. Now, there are two basic ways that we have of sampling the soil cover on the moon. One is just with a scoop that I have, I generally carry around, and this is capable of sampling down to, say, 20 to 40 centimeters, depending on how much time you want to spend digging, and you can be fairly selective with it. Now, it's fairly time-consuming, but for certain purposes, it's the best way to do it. You can dig a trench and you can sample individual portions and observe and learn as you sample them.
Bob, I've dug a trench in the side of this crater. There's quite a marbling of light and dark soil. It looks as if there's a uniform 3-centimeter layer of light material. Now, when I say dark, I mean a medium gray.
Okay, copy that. Sounds like a great sample site.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we have this very dark cover, mantle as we call it, over the site, which from all the evidence that we now have indicates that this is fine-grained fragmental debris that resembles the kind of volcanic ash that you find in the western United States. And we can predict that the age of that surface is very young relative to other rocks on the moon. It may be younger than 1 billion years. Now that still sounds like pretty old rocks. And on Earth it is. A billion-year-old rock is a very old rock. Whereas on the moon, we're saying that would be one of the youngest rocks that we've found. So it's sometimes difficult to maintain this dual perspective of the Earth being a very dynamic and very young, geologically speaking, environment, whereas the moon has been very static, literally billions of years. The history is still important. It's static history, but it's extremely important to us, as I hope I have indicated.
Well, the first core is going down pretty good, Bob.
Okay, great.
Oh, man, that's pretty nice.
Another technique we have of sampling the surface of the moon is the use of some short core tubes. And they'll get down to a depth of 70 centimeters and get a very well-preserved, geometrically true sample. And that is probably one of the most valuable samples we have down to that depth. For one thing, at about 70 centimeters, we learned on Apollo 15, you have a minimum temperature zone. That's very stable. The ground above it is highly insulating, and that temperature is about minus 20 degrees centigrade, which means it's a cold trap. It means that volatile elements that are moving around within the soil will tend to concentrate there. So we can start to learn about these trace elements, about the lunar atmosphere, about what kind of gases does a planet evolve. The moon is not big enough to hold the gases, but it is almost certainly evolving gases. And we need to know more about that if we're going to understand the origins of our own hydrosphere and atmosphere on the Earth.
If you see it, Bob, it's full. See that?
Roger, we see a long thing in your hand there, Gene.
The only one to see the bottom end right now. Well, I'll be a son of a gun. It looks like what I'm walking on. It's obviously not powdery. It's obviously very cohesive, because the bottom of the core is not smooth. It's very jaggedy and fragmental-like.
Okay, copy that, Gino. Very good.
Boy, another exercise in dexterity. Good Lord.
Jack Schmidt having a few problems.
Oh, dadgummit. Okay, oh, dadgummit. Well,
would you go over and help twinkle toes, please, Gene?
Really.
And be advised that the switchboard here at MSC has been lit up by calls from the Houston Ballet Foundation requesting your services for next season.
I should hope so.
We hope it was worth the effort.
Oh, it's all worth the effort. Okay, where are we here? I'll get on. Okay. Okay, let's go.
We all get a picture back at Station 4, which is the crater Shorty. Estimated driving time, 16 minutes. TV coming in now.
Shorty is clearly a darker rim crater, but inside, man, are you going to get a picture now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, hey! Wait a minute. What? There is orange soil. Well, don't move it till I see it. It's all over. Orange! Don't move it till I see it. I've stirred it up with my feet. Hey, it is! I can see it from here. It's orange. Wait a minute, let me put my visor up. It's still orange. Sure it is. Crazy. I've got to dig a trench, Houston. Fantastic, sports fans. It's trench time.
That's the volcanic mix.
Somebody unplugged over.
How can there be orange soil on the moon? Oh, man, that's incredible. That's phenomenal. Look at where the contact between the gray and the... Right, and it's on both sides. Before you disturb it, let me just get a couple close-ups of... Get a little closer, Gino. There you go. Okay, bag that one. And that orange band is about a meter wide, I think. About a meter. You can't get to the end of it, bottom of it, though, can you? I haven't been able to yet. Okay. Just to be sure, why don't we sample this side of it, too?
There isn't enough time, Tony, to do it, no matter which way you want to do it. We need more time. We may have to flip. We have to flip 5 in a little bit.
They got to leave at a certain time regardless of what we got.
That's good.
Maybe you might want to shoot off a few frames of the north and south and see if they look interesting. I can't tell from the TV.
If they look interesting. Now, what kind of thing is that to say? I guess we're ready to leave here, huh?
Well, if they don't want us to stop here, I guess we leave.
Roger, we're ready for you guys to leave there.
Here now.
And we're pressing on towards Station 5.
Okay, Station 5 is Camelot. Good old Camelot. Do you think that's Camelot or not?
I think that might be Camelot.
Look at that. Look at that. Here I am, folks, in the middle of a boulder field. Just minding my own business.
You've got 25 minutes at this station, guys. The priority will be subfloor documented samples and subfloor rake soil.
Okay, we'll get to work. Man, that's a hard moon. How about this chunk down there, G? Where you looking? That plate piece? Yeah. Beautiful call. Beautiful call. That comes from 15 years as a trained hammer bearer. Like how your geology training did come in handy. You learn where to hit rocks.
We'd like you to leave immediately. If not sooner.
Hippity-hoppity, hippity-hoppity, hippity-hopping over hill and dale. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Hippity-hopping along.
Joe, I tell you, it's also a pretty philosophical thought to think you're riding around out here on undisturbed everything. If there was someone here way back when sometime, they didn't leave much sign of their whereabouts, but that's an interesting thought too, as you drive around all of a sudden cross your own rover tracks and figure out those are the only ones that have maybe ever been here.
Very true.
Gee, it seems like a short day. But I'll tell you, the time went fast. Hey, here's some rover tracks. Hey, somebody's been here before. Yeah, we've covered 19.3 kilometers, Jack. And there's Challenger. Hey, hello, Challenger.
Okay, Joe, I'm waving goodnight to you.
Okay, Gene and Jack, we'll say goodnight to you from down here. Just want to end by saying what a terrific job you did today, and really looking forward to tomorrow. Have a good 8 hours rest.
Thank you, Joe.
Tomorrow we answer all the unanswered questions, right?
If not more.
Hey, Houston, this is the command module pilot of the United States Spaceship America, and we're ready to participate in another day's activity.
Glad to hear it, Ron. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, it's still dark outside.
We start work early around here.
Hey, what day is it?
Had to think there myself. It's Wednesday. It's about 9:15 in the morning, Wednesday.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
That's why we're here, answer important questions.
That's right.
Okay, and the old map camera laser altimeter open to 16331.
31, okay. You know, that's kind of funny now. Looking back to the north, there's a crater. You can really see the ejecta blanket itself goes out maybe 2-3 mark that crater. I don't even know if it's got a name or not, but I'll mark it on my map. You know, the moon's got a lot more color than I've been led to believe. Kind of had the impression that everything was the same color. That's far from being true.
Perhaps color is in the eye of the beholder.
I think there's a considerable amount of truth to that.
Hello there. The Challenger looks as good as ever. No problems at all through the night.
Outstanding, Gordo. And it's about 4:30, a Wednesday afternoon, as I step out onto the plains of Taurus-Littrow. Beautiful valley.
Amen there, Gene, amen.
And the crew's on the way to Station 6 at the foot of what's believed to be a long boulder trail up the North Massif. TV coming in.
We're right at Station 6. You wouldn't believe it. I would. Oh, man, what a slope. There's no level spots to park here, though. You want me to block the wheels? You got the brake on, I hope. You betcha. It's a beautiful east-west split rock, and this boulder's got its own little track right up the hill. Why don't we sample the split first? Right here, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get the shadowed material. Okay, you got a bag? That's in bag 312, Bob.
Copy 312.
Wait, where? Oh, jeez. Oh. I don't know if I could lean uphill enough. I can't. Holy smoly. Why are we on a slope? You okay? I don't think you can get it. Are we on a slope? Outstanding. Outstanding.
You're on the radio from Man, that's rough country in there, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting good at that. Yeah. Hey, there are chips up here on top. Yeah, it looks like there's been a geologist here before us.
Jack Schmidt shooting panoramic photography.
I hope my lens is clean.
Hey, Jack, can we see your cold visor up? You may want to put it down out here in the sun.
Bob, I'll use it. Bop, whee! Good Lord. Okay, yep. Remind me to dust my camera, too, will you? Don't forget to dust your camera.
Station 7 is 0.8 of a kilometer east, still along the base of the North Massif.
Okay, we're going to head east and look for Station 7 to get a different sample of rocks. .542 is another bag of goodies.
Copy that.
I was just collecting in this area. That's a splendid idea, sir. I don't mind going uphill because it's so much fun coming down. Oh, me oh my.
Bob, I wouldn't be absolutely positive, but it sure looks like I see a dikelet in here. I'd call it a dikelet if you pin me down. Pinning down. I wish I could break a sample right off. Here's another one. It is a dikelet. There's 3 or 4 of them.
Very good.
Here's a football-sized rock that was 50% buried. Can you grip it? Hey, do you see the way I handle the hammer? That's why I'm getting accustomed to things.
Okay, then press on.
Okay, we're on the roll, Bob.
Copy that.
We're off. We're off. We came down.
Roger, you're
Hey,
down
will
the
you look at
start.
that hill we came down? Same one we went up. I'd rather not. Oh, I don't know. I'm impressed. Where'd he go? Jack? What? Oh, there you are. I thought maybe you fell in that crater I'm looking at. Are you ready for this? I'm not sure I am, but go ahead. Go, roll! Look, I would roll on this slope. Why don't you? How's your hand for hammering? Oh, this will be easy. This will be easy. The old hammer in hand. This will be an easy one. Ooh, that's a pretty one inside. It's stained by that glass coating. That's a pretty one inside. Woo! We haven't seen anything like this. I haven't. Unless you've been holding out on me. Too bad I don't have my skis. Soap. Soap. Woo! Can't keep my edges. This is the best way for me to travel, uphill or downhill. What's that? Like this? Two-legged hop? I don't like that loping thing. Oh, the loping's the only way to go. But this two-legged thing is great. Man, I can cover ground like a kangaroo. Whee! What are you working on, Jack? The rake? The rake? Yeah? Holy smoly. Bag number 4 is absolutely full. We're running out of bags, aren't we? You got your pockets completely filled with dirt. Extra sample. Everything's getting awful dusty. I keep trying to blow the dust off my camera, which is very frustrating. Very ineffective, too. Everything is just full of dust. There's got to be a point where the dust just overtakes you and everything mechanical quits moving.
Roger, we copy that. Copy it again.
EVA time 3 hours 50 minutes.
You've been riding on this downslope all the time? Yeah, scary, isn't it? Man, I'm glad I drive it. You betcha. That Van Serg over there? See that Geno? Can you see that one? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Van Serg looks like a blocky rim fresh impact crater right now.
17, we're looking at a nominal station 9 here. You got about 25 minutes remaining.
No such thing as a nominal station anymore. The geology won't let it be nominal.
This may be the first and only one of the traverse.
Well, the geology field training has a fairly long and involved history within NASA. It has evolved to a fairly sophisticated and specialized training program. It started out based largely on the experience that geologists had had with training students at the university level. And it became fairly clear that this was not an effective way to train highly motivated, very intelligent men for the specific task of exploring the moon in a geologic sense.
We'll start looking at them a little more carefully. Some of them that looks like a breccia right there in front. Yeah, there's some interesting patterns on the surface.
So we gradually brought into the program some of the very finest professional teachers in geology. It turns out these people, as is usually the case with very fine teachers, were also some of the top scientific minds in their particular areas who could give the type of geological information we needed in training, but in the context of the kinds of operations and the kinds of constraints that a man would be dealing with on the moon. And the combination was unbeatable. And we produced, I think, some outstanding geologic observers in a short time frame who were more than adequately carrying out the job that was assigned to them.
Well, I'll say one thing for old Van Serg. It's blocky. Woo! Tiptoe through the tulips. Okay, Bob, one thing I noticed we do uncover, there's a lot of 2, 3, 4 millimeter size fragments of glass we're kicking up all over the place. Yeah, I think it is glass. At least it's glass covered, just glass covered. Look what's underneath it. Well, I don't know what's underneath. It's white. Come here, Gene, quickly. We can't leave this. This may be the youngest mantle. I don't believe it. 3 inches below, 4 inches below the surface, a very light gray material. We got some pretty good pictures of it, I think.
Okay, copy that.
EVA time 5 hours 16 minutes. The crew will head back toward the LEM.
Before we close out our EVA, Jack has picked up a very significant rock, typical of what we have here in the valley of Taurus-Littrow. It's a rock composed of many fragments of many sizes and many shapes and even colors that have grown together and become a cohesive rock, living together in a very peaceful manner. We'd like to share a piece of this rock with so many of the countries throughout the world. We hope that this will be a symbol of what our feelings are, what the feelings of the Apollo program are, and a symbol of mankind that we can live in peace and harmony in the future. We'd like to uncover a plaque that has been on the leg of our spacecraft that we have climbed down many times over the last 3 days. So that when this plaque is seen again by others who come, they will know where it all started. Here man completed his first exploration of the moon, December 1972 AD. May the spirit of peace in which we came be reflected in the lives of all mankind. This is our commemoration that will be here until someone like us, till some of you out there who are the promise of the future, come back to read it again and to further the exploration and the meaning of Apollo. We salute you, promise of the future.
Roger, Dean, we in Houston copy that and echo your sentiments.
I would just like to thank the thousands of people in the aerospace industry who have given a great deal, besides dedication and besides effort, to make it all a reality. And I, God bless you and thank you. Let me get one parting shot of one of the finest running little machines I've ever had the pleasure to drive. Oh, what a nice little machine. Let me throw the hammer, okay? Let me throw the hammer, please. It's all yours. A hammer thrower, it's your challenge. You got to be able to throw. You ready? Go ahead. You ready with this? Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Looked like it was going 1,000,000 miles, didn't it? This is Gene, and I'm on the surface. I'd like to just let what I believe history will record that America's challenge of today has forged man's destiny of tomorrow. And as we leave the moon in Taurus-Littrow, we leave as we came, and God willing, as we shall return with peace and hope for all mankind. Godspeed to crew of Apollo 17.
Good morning to you. Good morning, dear Gordy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Challenger, and thank you for the vocal rendition from the moon there.
Well, we wanted to let you know we were thinking about you this morning, Gordy. Hey, Gordy, in the tradition of Apollo 8, I've got a familiar poem for you. Well, it's the week before Christmas, and all through the limb, not a commander was stirring, not even certain. Their samples were stowed in their places with care, in hopes that with you they soon will be there. Up on a roof there rose such a scatter, I sprang from my hammock to see what was the matter. Sun on the breast of the surface below gave the luster of objects as if in snow. And what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature rover and 8 tiny reindeer. And a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. I heard him explain as over the hills he did speed, Merry Christmas to all, and to you all Godspeed. Gordo, that's the first time I heard that, and I gotta say that was beautiful. People always said we ought to have a poet in space. I don't think we've made it yet.
That's Jack. Very good.
Houston, Challenger is go for liftoff, and we're 50 seconds now, and we're go.
Roger, Challenger, you're go for liftoff.
Okay, master arm is on. I've got 2 good lights. 25 degrees per second. 25. Attitude translation, 4 jets. 4 jets. Balance couple on. On. Dead man men. Dead man in men. Board aboard stage reset. Board and aboard stage are reset. Attitude control 3 to most control. 99. Proceeded. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Right away, Houston.
Roger, you have good thrust.
Pitch over. Take your final look at the valley at Taurus-Littrow. Hello, Houston. Challenger has a visual on America at about 112 miles. Looks like you've been flying well up there, partner. The spacecraft looks good.
You betcha. Man, that Challenger's a beautiful vehicle.
You betcha. Looking good, babe. Keep it coming. You're stable as a rock.
Okay, she's looking all right.
This is the greatest flying in the world, Ron. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you right in there.
Yeah. Reach out and tickle your probe. Okay. Okay, let's get this business going. Let's get in a docking attitude.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close now.
Okay, here we go. Stand by, Jack.
Stand by.
We got it. Capture.
Capture. Going free.
Good. Start here. We're free. Okay, Houston, we're hard docked.
Roger, understand. 2 green.
2 gray, that's a burn. Okay, open the hatch. Hey, here it comes. Beautiful. Good show.
The crew will begin transferring samples and other equipment into the command module and begin the process of getting themselves from Challenger into America.
Challenger, your go for closeout.
Okay, Houston, Challenger is going off the air.
Okay, Challenger, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
It seems like an unfitting finish to a Super Bird, but it's got one more job to do.
Roger that.
Okay, here comes the Pyros. Pyro A, Pyro B. 3, 2, 1, march. We got it. Did we get it? Looks like we got a good separation, Houston. Roger. There she goes.
America, Houston. Think this is what you wanted to hear? Your go for TEI.
Outstanding. Okay, Gordo, understand. America is go for TEI, and we'll see it coming out the other side. Houston, America has found some fair winds, and we're on our way home. America could be proud of the Apollo heritage it's left here. I think the Apollo program not only has given us the first steps to that impossible dream, but has given us an opportunity to make the first steps in bringing the world together as one unit so that we can make that step not just as a nation, but as a world. You're a long way from home. We don't want to lose you. Okay. Go now. Am I clear? You're clear, babe. Go. Hut, diggity dog. Okay, did you see him? He's out.
Outstanding quality picture, Ron.
Am I on the tube? Did he wave?
Affirmative.
Okay. Beautiful. Houston, and America and the world. This is the command module pilot of the Spaceship America, and I just feel quite honored and proud to have been part of this Apollo program. man must explore. We will continue to explore, and I hope that someday we may all have the opportunity to see mankind enjoy the benefits of the Apollo program.
This is Apollo Control. Apollo 17 spacecraft now approaching ever faster to Mother Earth. Apollo Control standing by.
East, we're 5 seconds from our RT.
Roger, America.
Our RT. Okay. Okay, about 3.1 Gs. On the globe.
And beginning of blackout was at the predicted time, 400,000 feet or approximately 85 miles above the Earth.
The spaceship America saw the completion of mankind's first evolutionary steps from the planet Earth into the universe. In doing so, he established a tradition of peace and freedom within the solar system. We move to greet the future.
Hello, Houston, this is America. We're stable. Looking good. Oh, man.
Yeah, they're blooming. Beautiful. Beautiful. There they are.
Hello, recovery. It's a beautiful day. We got 3 good rains.
The heavens declare your glory, O Lord. The planets, the sun, the moon, and the stars which you set in place. In humble gratitude, we thank you for the safe return from your heavens of these pioneers in space. May their achievements contribute to the unity of mankind and peace for all your people in this holy season. Amen.
America, stable water, and the crew is gone.
Great deal of cheering going on here in the control center as the splashdown was watched in real time from the recovery helicopter.
A real smooth shot. Every bit of it.
Well done, young man. Outstanding.
And mark the time at 3:04:31, ground elapsed time even. Waiting for that moment when the crew is safely on the deck of the ship to fire up their traditional splashdown cigars. This is Apollo Control out at 3:05:25 ground elapsed time.
Time to take longer strides. Time for a great new American enterprise. Time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement, which in many ways may hold the key to our future on Earth. I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.